Welcome back to the shuffle with me, Dizzy and Andy and Jim, and tonight we'll be continuing on with the ballad of Captain Jack, a love story that knows no bounds, isn't it? Hey, because as we all know, especially Mr. Fairweather, the Professor, everyone deserves a shot at redemption.
I believe in that.
Yeah. Do you do now, or it was just because I'm?
Well, everyone deserves a shot at redemption.
Except for Captain Jack.
Well, I don't know yet. I'm not sure.
Watch the videos. Oh, it was so hard to get him to swallow that plot hook, no matter how much bait. I even had to lie to him that there was lots of treasure involved.
I nearly bricked him in, to be honest. I was going to just nuke the doorway and brick him in.
Oh, right. Like, just drop a whole bunch of boulders in the front of Smuggler's Cove's cave or something.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've got another campaign we could have gone into.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I'm happy with this. We haven't really started yet.
No, but hey, doesn't take much for me to get distracted. And well, what a thrilling session we had. You know, it was like 3 consecutive fights. It really tested your guys' mettle, and you managed to come through it. So, who would like to regale us with a tale of where you think we left off? Oh,
my recollection is that we went to the Rat and Cheese on your insistence there, Kay, and rested for the night.
Yeah.
And that's my last recollection.
What did you do after retreating?
After sewers, we
yeah.
went to the barracks.
Yep.
And we visited Mistress Kirsten.
That's right. Yep.
And we rested.
Yep.
And I picked flowers, as is my wont.
Yep.
And she tried to sell her stuff.
And what did you do at Mistress Kirsten's besides not spend money?
That's when we identified the magical aspect
of the wealth.
Yeah, I don't know if I purchased actually a belt pouch and healer's kit.
Oh, you did.
Purchased.
You didn't spend any money.
No.
Didn't spend any money.
Yeah. Wow. You know, it is a shoppy.
Yeah, the old shoppy.
It's not a community centre.
Not a drop-in centre, is it?
Wow. But yes, okay, and I think we ended it with some experience points, and I gave you gave some XP, and we'll consider you to have had a new long rest, so you can do what you need to do. You can your hit points are back now. You get half of your hit die rounded down. Yep. Well, people say it's rounded up. It's not. It's rounded down unless it says so in the book. And you know,
half your hit die rounded down.
Yep. So if you've got 3 hit die divided by half, that's how many you get back. But you can't get back a half of one. So.
Oh, so if you're on a 10, you get a 5.
If you're level 10, you've got 10 hit dice, and after a long rest, you will regain 5 of those because it's half your level. But if you're on an even numbered level, so you're level 3, right?
Yeah.
After a long rest, you will regain 1 hit dice, because the general rule of rounding is everything is always rounded down unless it says not to. Well, the ball's in your court. So.
So we come down. New day. Get up in the morning. Go down for breakfast.
Let's have the intro, mate.
Yep. So I'm sitting in the pub, and I've got my normal meal, you know, bacon, eggs, and a beer.
Right.
Right, because that's what dwarves do.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sitting there waiting.
Would you like to pay for that?
Oh yeah, sure.
Sure. Let's just say a couple of silver pieces.
Two
silver pieces.
SP.
You've all got some money now.
Yes, yeah, I've got some money. So I'm chugging down and make it -3 because I've had my second beer. Because it's the start of the day. And I'm just waiting for you guys to rock up. Wait for you and Presley to come down, you know, and say hello.
All right. Well, I spend that time in contemplation in my morning because I have the opportunity to commune with my God and give thanks and lay my aspirations to find this one-armed man, as I do every morning, and come downstairs. Sit next to you and decline anything from the tavern because I'm tight-ass.
Okay, so as you walk down the stairs, what you see in the dwarf in front of you is a little bit different from what you saw the other day.
Right.
Okay, Because shock horror,
Yeah.
the dwarves had a bath.
Yeah. Good
Right?
one.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Never see it.
I think you had to, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. All the blood and pus and shit.
Yeah.
So sitting there in a silk shirt,
Jesus.
right, with his battle axe on his side, and a sack on his side, a big necklace around his neck, and two things stand out about this dwarf. Well, maybe a couple other things, but the first one is he's got this silvery hair
Right.
in a mohawk style, but a mohawk that's angled back, very similar to the DM style, but a much better look.
Sure.
Right?
I don't have a mohawk.
Yeah.
I meant the colour.
Okay.
The colour.
Well, that's probably right. I should get the belt.
We've got it on telly already.
Yeah. I heard of fan.
But on top of that,
Phantom
he's got this big, thick red goatee.
Mm.
So, and he's sitting there chugging away.
Because half of it's burnt off.
Well, yes, half of it is burnt off.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much for that. Singed off, but he's trimmed it
Okay.
to a point where it's a little bit smaller than normal for a dwarf. But he's there, and he invites you to sit down.
Okay. I'll sit down then.
And he says to you, "Well, mate, I'm sorry that I almost got you killed the other day.
It's all right.
I'd just like to introduce myself before we, to see if you'd want to take on possibly another adventure."
Well, let's have a hear of the tale.
Well, you're probably going to ask me, how the fuck does a dwarf know how to cast spells?
How the fuck does a dwarf know how to cast spells? Could you maybe just take the edge a little, Diz, because it'll come through. You can't win with the background audio.
No, you can't. Turn that fucking bard
Like
off.
the telly, it has bard in a box.
Tell Presley to shut the fuck up. No, I'm sorry, Presley.
Bard in a box. No, it's like the telly. It goes loud and
Yeah.
soft and loud and soft. And
I won't tell you everything about me because we've only just met. But what I will say to you is that my great granddad was an elf,
Okay.
and as I grew up amongst all of my dwarven kin, but I had different characteristics to them. They were always stronger. I was always smarter,
Okay.
and we used to play games and we used to do things.
I've had enough of this shit.
Well, he's had enough. He's walking off. We used to play games, we used to do stuff, but I always got beat up as a young kid. But I got to the point where I started running,
Right.
and I was faster than them. So smarter and faster, but never stronger.
Yeah.
And at around the age of about 25 years old, I developed a skill, and I learnt that for some stupid reason I could transcend the energy around me and I could turn it into things.
Cool.
And it was about 25 years old when me dad and I were out having a rumble with just going outside and doing stuff because he was I'll get to him later.
No.
That I accidentally fell down, thought I was dying, fallen down, and hit the ground and stopped about a centimetre above the ground.
Mm.
My dad looked at me and went, "What the fuck?" And he took me to one of his old adventuring buddies.
Right.
And one of his old
Did I
adventuring buddies.
hear you say you were dropped on your head?
Close. And he did your adventuring buddies who said, "Well, let's have a test." And he gave me this test for about a week. And at the end of the day, he said, "This guy, he's got some skills."
Mm.
So I spent the next 30 years or so learning the art of magic from this human, who unfortunately passed away just after my graduation. And since then, I have come from the east. To Ravensport to find an artifact
Right.
that my mentor said I need to find.
Right.
I'm not going to go into that just yet
Sure.
because the fight that we had the other day proved to me that I'm not quite ready yet.
Okay.
I thought I was fucking ready.
Sure.
You know, but yeah, strong as an ox, off you can go. I can run for 3 fucking days. My dwarven buddies can only run for 2. I can run for 3. but I'm not ready yet. So I've come to Ravensport because Ravensport was deemed one of those things in my because I am a writer of history, a reader of history, I should say, and Ravensport might have the knowledge of where I need to go at my next step.
Excellent.
So that's where I'm at, and I thank you for helping me out the other day.
And what's your name, good sir?
Cardgar Thunderbump.
Right.
But everyone calls me Harry.
Harry?
Yes, because as a kid, I was always a happy child, and my dad came up with the nickname Happy Harry Hardcore.
Right on.
And Happy Harry Hardcore because I was always happy, no matter how many times I got beat up by my siblings. I was happy. I could always run away because I was hardcore, and I was just happy. And eventually it came down to me calling Triple H. My dad used to call me Triple H, and then I eventually just started calling me Harry. You know, and it was quite ironic that he did that because when I went to this mage, my mentor, with my dad, and the mage turned around and said, "Show me what you can do." The mage looked at my dad and just gave him a nod, and at that point in time, Dad turned around to me and said, "You're a wizard, Harry."
Wow. That was a long way around. Well played. Well played.
And that's my story.
Very good. Well, it's a fine story, Harry. Thank you for sharing it with me. A chap that you've only just met and who's...
Well, there's much more, but I don't want to go down that road. I just want... That's the back. That's where I'm at.
All right. Well, in that case...
You are... It looks to me a pious man.
I am a paladin, sir. I'll give you a very, very brief, abridged version of my story. So I was in royal household, fell into taking drugs, hard drugs, was kicked out of the royal household, went to the Rat and Cheese, sold my body for heroin for a while, and then, let me try to remember what happened. Got clean because I was kidnapped. I can't remember the exact... Watched it in 0.5 of a session. But I escaped from a one-armed man who had me tied in the bottom of a boat, and I jumped ashore to chase him, saw a holy sign in the sky which I followed to a temple where I meditated for several years, then left on a voyage of redemption to find a one-armed man. That's basically my story.
Why do you want to find one up there?
Because I'm going to kill him.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to kill him. I'm going to hurt the bad man.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
As a paladin, and you want to hurt someone, I'm really happy
Well,
with
I've
that.
taken an oath of vengeance specifically to deal with this threat. So that's, you know, that's my background. I'm a sailor at heart because of all I kept company with the sailors. Oh, that's what happened. Yeah, I was in the bar turning tricks, and he picked me up from the bar. That's what happened.
Yes.
And then kidnapped me. Yeah.
Yes.
There we go. That's my tale.
I am perturbed, I will say this.
Oh.
Fucking nearly got killed by 2 fucking rats.
Fear not, Harry. Fear not.
That doesn't normally happen.
Well, they were big.
But that is the reason why I've come to the point where we need to get more experience.
Sure. There's only one way to get experience.
Are there any warrants out
Well, let's
that you are aware of?
touch base with Presley Ella Diz
So the only thing on the bounty board was the skeevers.
and the meat, which we can...
No, that one's gone.
Oh, it's gone.
Yeah, that was there previously, but whether it's been ripped off or the wind's blown it off or
So we
taken down.
we recovered all the tails that were there.
You've
recovered all the tiles that...
You've recovered the towers you've come across so
yeah,
far.
Yeah,
Yes.
right. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Well, what do you want to do, sir?
Okay, I don't know. I'm happy to do anything. If we go back into the sewers, that's fine. Do we have a map?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to regale him with the ballad of Captain Jack?
Well, you probably haven't heard the ballad of Captain Jack,
I
have
would love to hear it.
you? So we met Captain Jack when we were on a voyage. This is part of how we met Chester the Molester. But
This gets better. Just
Family friendly.
yeah.
Bring the kids. We already mentioned educational.
Now I shan't sing it, but I'll recant it. Now this is the ballad of Captain Jack, a pirate and a bastard who ruined the lives of many a lass, usually whilst he's plastered. Oh, Captain Jack, couldn't keep his slug in his pants. Captain Jack, slept with the harlots at every chance. I went ashore in every port until he met the maiden. She tamed his heart and he promised to start to mend his filthy ways. Upon lovers' leap, they did meet on a stormy moonlit night. You lied to me, Jack, now I've got the clap and I curse you eternally. The maiden then jumped off the cliff and fell into the sea. She's probably dead, not from the fall, but from the misery. So Jack ran away, for he could not stay. His visage was like the dead he's hidden away. Still to this day, or so the rumours say. Oh, Captain Jack.
Couldn't keep his slug in his pants. Captain Jack, slept with the harlots at every chance.
And that, sir, is the ballad of
It's a great rendition.
Captain Jack.
Great song by Presley, and yeah.
So we went and we met Captain Jack, and he charged us with the mission to advance to the tower to recover an artifact that he wanted to share with his truest love. And we agreed.
Did you get it?
No.
Oh, so you haven't done the job
We
yet?
need a boat to get it. And to get a boat, we have to deal with Chester the molester.
Would you like me to fill in the holes?
No, so Chester the molester's old mate freaking...
Do you want me to fill in the holes?
Sure, that's what I
So,
said.
Captain Jack, yes, Presley knew the song and a bit of the lore. He knew roughly where the Smuggler's Cove was, but he didn't have the means. So the boys, Tura and Captain Fairweather at the time, hired the use of a boat from the harbour master, and actually did find Captain Jack. It wasn't just a legend or bullshit. They did actually find Captain Jack, and he's asked them if they would help him because he's feeling very contrite over the many decades he's been hiding away in the cave, and he wants to reunite with his lost love. So he's asked the boys if they would fetch a artifact from the lighthouse.
Lighthouse, not Wizard's Tower.
Well, you've spoken with Mistress Kirsten about that. She's given you her opinion of what it was. If not, it's in the videos. But yeah, Captain Jack called it the lighthouse. He's looking for an artifact from the lighthouse. Do you remember what the artifact is?
The phylactery.
A phylactery?
He's looking for the Star of the Sea. It's a sapphire.
I don't think, did we know that? I don't think we knew that, did we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so... Okay.
But we don't know what it does.
No, fair enough, but we think it's in the...
he thinks it's in the
lighthouse
at the top, yeah.
And Mistress Kirsten thinks it's in...
Well, you can go speak to her about it if you want to...
Didn't she already explain it to him?
Yes, she did, yes. And to her.
Yeah. So I think she called it the Wizard's Tower. It used to be the Wizard's Tower. Now it's the lighthouse.
Yes.
Oh, so yeah,
there's a legend behind it.
Yeah.
Shall I regale you of it?
If you'd like, certainly. For all those who haven't watched the videos,
I watched the video.
I watched the videos.
Love it. And yes, I didn't mention you've still got the bell ring privileges. I'll even move it a bit closer for you so you can reach it without whinging too much. So yes, Mistress, you called it the lighthouse. You asked Mistress Kirsten, where's this lighthouse? You know, because she's usually good for a bit of lore about the local area. Probably not so much as to buy stuff from her, because why would you? Yeldy shoppy, all the adventuring needs you'll ever need, and Yeldy shoppy. Anyway, so yeah, she tells you a tale that the locals call it the lighthouse, but it used to the tower used to be a wizard's tower belonging to a great wizard by the name of Skeksis. Even going back to before Ravensport was even a name on the map in this far located part of the western side of the world. And Skeksis apparently was a wizard who was interested in time and space and conducted many options of research, and the rumours go that he, whilst doing his research, he made many contracts and deals with things, and of one contract he made that didn't go too well was with, they say, a dragon of the blackest colour and type.
Is this an old legend?
Yeah, it's an old
Can I
legend.
use my history to see if I remember it?
No. This is well before your time,
Okay.
and not many people know, being this side of the world. However, no, I'm going to say no. No
Okay.
history roll. So Skeksis, apparently the dragon attacked the tower because something happened with the deal between them. She doesn't know. The dragon assaulted the tower. The tower was left in ruins as to what it is today. So the legends go, or so as much as she's.
So that's the job.
Anyway. But the name of Skeksis
task at hand.
is used in hushed tones.
But we do need a vessel to get there, isn't it?
No, it's just
What?
just a couple of miles outside of
I thought it
Ravenscourt.
was water or something.
No.
That's
not
to
this
return.
way, no.
To return.
It's actually quite ironic that the lighthouse is
What's
on top of the
It'll be
cliff
on frickin' on the land.
of what
Yeah.
the locals call Lover's Leap.
That's where Captain Jack.
Lover's leap.
Lover's Leap, hey?
All right.
Do you want to? If that's your current
Well, that's the mission.
mission, do you want to go and have a look?
Thing is that upon successful completion, we're supposed to return to Captain Jack, and to do that, we do require a vessel.
That's correct, yes.
A boat.
Yes.
Yeah. What about how much is it? Oh, okay. How much is the boat?
What was it? 60 last time, or
60
80 or
gold.
whatever.
Whatever you paid or agreed to pay.
Yeah, I think it might have
It
been
was
80.
50 initially, you end up paying 60.
All we've done
I
is
think,
bleed
I
money.
think,
Okay.
yeah.
How about let's worry about the boat after we complete the mission? Maybe.
My thoughts are,
Or
given that you're looking for experience, is that perhaps we might do well to return back to the sewers, get a little bit of money,
getting skeever tails.
and get some tails. Yeah,
Okay.
get experience.
Nearly died last time.
That's
Yeah.
freaking right. You don't
Yeah.
remember that I
Every time I've
You
been
nearly
there,
died the first time.
every time. Well, we're always a man down. Whenever we've been in the sewers, it's always.
Well, that's what I mean.
It's not
Maybe,
bad,
maybe
yeah.
we try something different. Look, either or, happy.
Yeah.
It's 2 miles down the road. You walk down the road, it's fucking 15
Alright.
minutes.
1 to 3, we go. 4 to 6, we go to the sewers.
Okay.
How do you feel? Yeah.
I feel like you can rule.